Welcome back to CryptosRus. I'm George. We're all George. So let's talk about what's going on with Gary Gensler. Binance has just leaked that back in 2019, Gary Gensler actually applied to be an advisor for Binance. So why is he so angry and targeting CZ right now? Right? Let's talk about this news and everything else that's happened since this morning. And there has been a lot of stuff. Welcome, guys. Hopefully you guys are doing dandy tonight. Bitcoin is still holding 26.4, kind of doing its thing. The entire market cap is down slightly from yesterday. Of course, the ones that were named as securities doing worse than all the others. Right, so that makes a lot of sense. But there's a lot of Binance FUD today, tonight, and the entire day, right? But Binance lawyers leaked this out, kind of taking a shot at Gary Gensler. You know, I said shot. Look at that. He's shooting himself. Basically, back in 2019, when Gary Gensler was still working for MIT, when he would be saying good things about Ethereum and Algorand and everything else about Web3, you know, he approached CZ. They had lunch. They talked about it. He was actually very interested in coming aboard and becoming advisor for Binance. So what happened since then? It seemed like everything has changed once he was appointed the head of SEC in 2021. What happened exactly, right? He was so gung-ho about Web3 technology, also teaching courses about Bitcoin, and now he has done a 180, and no one really knows. It just seems like he's really desperate these days, attacking everything. Now, another FUD article came out today about how the U.S. District Court issues summons for Binance CEO over SEC action, right? Seemed like it's pretty bad news that CZ is being summoned in front of the court. Well, it turns out not really. This is more like part of the process, and it's more like responding. So CZ was saying that I was told this is just part of SEC compliance process, nothing new, and told I won't have to appear in person. No need to FUD. So it does seem like there's still a lot of FUD still spreading around Binance today. Just seems like everyone wants to attack Binance for some reason. Again, why is Gary going after Binance and CZ when they're not even in the US at this point, right? But who is in the US? Binance.us is in the US. This also came out today. Now, some of you guys noted that Bitcoin was trading for above market price on Binance.us. It does seem like there's some fear about people can't take out their money, right? But that's not the case. I used it. Withdrawals, everything is really quick. There's no delays. So I don't know why there's just like such a panic over Binance.us. Although, if you are fearful, it's never a bad time to be taking your money out. To self-custody your own crypto, never, ever, ever a bad time for that. So if you have any doubts, any panic, or if you just want to learn, right now will be as good a time as any. But Binance.us did release this delisting, I don't know how many. That's like 100 different pairs, okay? Mostly USDT pairs, some BTC pairs, and a few BUSD. But you could see that's an enormous amount of crypto being delisted, probably due to SEC, right? But SEC did not name all these as securities, or maybe they got some kind of inkling that they will be named. I don't know. SEC and Gary's been naming a whole bunch, including Cardano, Solano, and then Axie and Cosmos and Matic and a few others, right? Algorand is in there. I mean, it goes on and on and on. So there's a lot. There's a lot. So that also came out today, right? So right now, this battle still ongoing. Okay, but Binance is not alone in this. Coinbase, of course, was also sued. And Brian Armstrong's like, I don't care what the SEC says. We're not shutting down our staking service because, what is it? Gary Gensler also declared that staking is a security, right? So Brian's like, I don't care. Unless judges tell me to shut it down, I'm not shutting it down. So I'm glad to see this. He's basically fighting. Coinbase is getting ready to fight. And I'm sure Binance is getting ready to fight, and everyone else is getting ready to fight. And it's funny because even Robinhood chimed in. Because Robinhood said that, hey, just like Coinbase, we tried to register ourselves. We went into the SEC and we said that we wanted to do whatever it takes to get us registered. And they tried for 16 months and nothing happened, right? So this whole thing about Gary saying, well, exchanges need to just come in and register, it's really that simple. It's BS. People have tried. These companies have tried. Kraken got sued for this very reason, and Jesse Powell is making fun of it like, oh, we could have just registered, right? No, it's not that easy. So Gary may be suing Robinhood soon because he sued Coinbase and Binance for being unregistered exchanges, right? Unregistered brokers, whatever. There was like a few things. But Robinhood may be joining that too, right? So everyone is coming together, that's for sure. Like basically the entire crypto industry is coming together, forming an alliance, and fighting the good fight against this evildoer, Gary Gensler, or AKA Clown, however you want to call him, right? So that's still happening. That's just, it's happening. But the good thing is, right, the crypto market seems to have withstood this blow. It did come down slightly, but you know what? It wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad, at least right now. But in the meantime, there's a lot more people that are flocking to DeFi, right? Like Uniswap volume has increased by 41%. That makes sense. This is why we have decentralization, right? We have decentralized exchanges called DEXs. We have our own wallets, right? You could be completely decentralized if you wanted to, but a lot of people choose not to because it's more difficult, it's more complicated, there's a learning curve. Everyone loves their centralized exchanges, right? And they serve a purpose. And of course, right now, there's some FUD towards them, but they're still fighting the good fight. However, like I said, it's never a bad time to learn about the other Web3 components that include decentralization and self-custody, right? Never a bad time to get started. So obviously right now, DEXs are blooming because people are a little fearful about these exchanges in the U.S. Are they going to get shut down, right? Even if they do, here's the thing. Worst case scenario, Gary Gensler is successful and removes all crypto companies in the U.S., right? Let's just say, for argument's sake, that happens. Well, the U.S. is only a small fraction of the world in terms of crypto users and projects. So crypto is not going to be dead, maybe little crippled, but there's plenty of people, plenty of countries that will continue to support crypto forever, right? That's in the worst case scenario. But I don't think Gary's going to go that far. I think Gary is very desperate right now. Very desperate because he's about to lose that Ripple case. That is why he's doing this. These are acts of a desperate man trying to hold on, knowing that his time is near. Right? I really think we will see a Ripple win soon. Brad Garlinghouse even said, we will hear within the next few weeks. And he said that like a week ago. So I honestly think we're going to see Ripple win. It's going to send shockwaves through the industry, right? And those Hinman emails will be released. Projects will be able to defend themselves and say we're not a security. So I think that's right around the corner. So look forward to that. Also, what else do we have to look forward to? George Soros, another George. I don't think anyone's a fan of George Soros, but here's the thing. When his fund says that Bitcoin has gone mainstream and they own some coins, last time they said this is when Bitcoin like pumped up to 64,000, right? So now they're saying it again. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Is this a really bullish thing? I don't know. George Soros, I don't think anyone wants to see George Soros actually get involved, but, you know, who knows? But he's not the only one. All these other big asset managers and hedge funds, right, are getting involved. Look at this price prediction. Ethereum at $50,000 by 2030. Who made this prediction? Did I make this prediction? No. This is the investment firm Van Eyck, who's one of the largest ETF providers. Even they are saying, well, Ethereum could hit $50,000 by 2030, right? So BlackRock, Fidelity, George Soros, Van Eyck, all these big institutions, they're definitely not giving up. They're making wild predictions too, ARK Invest, because they really believe. Well, either they really believe or they're just following a 4-year cycle and they know that every single cycle, Bitcoin goes higher, forms a higher high, a higher low, and crypto, like Ethereum, follows, right? It's just really that simple. So, better days are coming, guys. Do not give up. Do not get fudded out. Do not sell your crypto to the whales or the fudders or the naysayers or the Gary Genslers of the world. You are on the right path. Stick with it. And here's just another nifty little pattern here, or a chart. This is something called Bitcoin directional movement flip bullish. Well, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. I mean, it's pretty obvious too if you look at it, right? The hammer and the ship. It happened in the bottom between 2015 and 2016. Happened again, 2018, 2019. Right? And we just saw that happen too, 2022, 2023, and now we are above. And what happens when we get above? Bullish things happen. Awesome. Awesome. What else is awesome? Recently declared security by Gary, Polygon. Polygon is still doing good, even though Polygon, the price action is weak, but Polygon continues to grow stronger and stronger. Their new ZK EVM technology is trending upwards. There's a lot of people that use it. TVL activity, both are going up. And just look at this picture. Well, no, this is the revenue, but look at this picture right here. I mean, look at all these big Web2 brands that are on top of Polygon. This is why I'm bullish on Polygon. Look at Nike, and then you have the NFL, you have Robinhood, you have MasterCard, you have Facebook, Adidas, even JP Morgan, Starbucks, Shopify, eBay, Bentley, right? You got all these major brands, DraftKings, Stripe, Opera, HTC, all these major brands, Adobe, they're on top of Polygon. So this is why Polygon is definitely here to stay. Its ecosystem is so vast. So unfortunately, the price action kind of sucks right now, but Polygon is definitely going to go places in this next bull run. So there you go. There you go. All right, that's all I have to say tonight. The Heat game is on, halftime. Let's do some Q&A. All right. I guess I was muted. It's okay. I did it on purpose. If you can, in case you guys missed, I was saying, you know, despite the best efforts from Gary to flood the market, Polygon's only down 2.5% within the last week. That's pretty good if you think about it. Anyways, I was looking at this list, and there's a lot of candidates. Most of these are declared securities. So Polygon's a security, Cosmos security, BNB is security, Cardano is a security, Solano is a security, and I'm sure the rest of this list are all securities in Gary's eyes. But that's okay. We will move forward. There is one in particular that I am thinking that I should load up on. And it's not one because I really like it or believe in it. It's because I think that lawsuit is going to end favorably for this one project. And that is XRP. I think XRP is about to win that or Ripple is about to win that lawsuit. So I'm going to do something I've never, ever done on this show. And that is to put all my DCA money into this particular coin, and that is XRP. So I'm gonna take $100 and divide it out, and I'm gonna buy 192.3. Why is this session not found? Someone's telling me not to DCA into it. Let me log in. Let me log in. Hold on. Okay. Let's try that again. If I can't DCA into this, then something is really wrong. 192.3. I mean, I really think they're going to win, and that's why Gary is being so desperate right now. So I put $100 into XRP. $100.
What do you think about Ripple?
Well, I mean, I think it's too centralized, but I definitely want to meet Chris Larson.
Can't get enough of that. All right, scrolling up, let me see if I missed anything. Did you read the transcript regarding the bin? Why do you have to spell it like that? Are you trying to spell Binance, my crypto journey? I don't know. And no, I didn't read any transcripts. I'm sorry. You're mute. I appreciate that. How long will it take for Gensler to get fired? Who knows? Thoughts on Paper BTC wallet? How independent is? It's great. It's fine. As long as you never lose it, right? Paper, you know, it gets wet. It can be burned. It's better to store your seed phrase or recovery phrase on some kind of metal object, like you can stamp it. That may be a little bit better. Doesn't Gary have other responsibility like monitoring banks? I mean, I don't know. It seems like all he does is just target crypto. I don't know what he does outside of crypto. It seems like nothing. People did not like my XRP DCA today. Hey, I said it. I said it many times, okay? If Ripple wins that lawsuit, XRP is going to explode. There's no doubt about it. XRP Army has been waiting for this day for 3 years. Or, yeah, however long, right? And they are up 40% within the last 90 days. So they are gaining some strength. And they're only down 1% versus the others that are 6%. Grady, Dragon's Crossing game just launched. It's amazing, super fun and addictive. The team has a heart of gold. Grady, thanks for sharing that. Eric says, I feel like I understand XRP now. That educational video is the best ever created for any project. And I alone have the sole copy of it. Worst case scenario, if SEC beats XRP, now what? Well, that would be bad. The market will crash, and then it'll make people really fuddish because then they think that SECs go win against Coinbase and Binance. So, Digi, that is not a scenario you want to pray for or wish for because it would be bad, very bad. You got to give the XRP Army credit. They are a mega solid community. That is true. I mean, to be an XRP holder, I mean, it takes a lot of willpower. XRP is probably the worst performing crypto since 2017. It has not made a new high in 2021. And this 3-year-long lawsuit has really suppressed it. So to be an XRP holder, to be part of XRP Army, you got to have the strongest willpower ever. And the good thing is Ripple, you know, is in a position where they defended themselves and they could possibly win. Norman, okay, thank you. Can you recommend some DEX exchanges? How to access? Just go to Uniswap. If you want to try one out, the biggest one is Uniswap. Just search Uniswap on Google. But you need to have a wallet, like RX wallet, a browser-based wallet that interfaces with these DEXs. Carl, if you don't have a mobile wallet, I mean, not a mobile wallet, but if you don't have a browser wallet, then yeah, you got to learn. There's a lot of fast chatting today. 3.5 years now. You got me in crypto. What's your golden choice for a next bull run out of the top 25? Out of top 25? If I had to choose one, it would be if I had to choose one out of top 25, I'll just go Ethereum, honestly. This is not, of course, not counting Bitcoin, but Ethereum. Like all these others, I don't know. They could do very well, but I think Ethereum's going to continue to dominate. Grady, I know that. They left me out. They threw me to the curb and said I was not needed anymore. It's quite sad. After the news for Ledger, I'm thinking of paper. I mean, here's the thing. If you use any device, okay, as long as you store the recovery phrase on a piece of paper or you memorize it, it's just as good, basically, right? There's a lot of controversy about Atomic Wallet being hacked, and I don't know. That came out a few days ago. I don't know what happened, if it's phishing or not, or someone inside did something. But for the most part, most self-custody wallets, it has nothing to do with the wallet itself. It's the recovery phrase. It's a private key. And as long as you store that, you're good. And you can memorize it and not have any device. So you don't even need to put on paper. Lost half my bag in Atomic compromise. See, I'm still trying to... I started digging yesterday. I saw the article about how it was hacked, but no one really explained how it happened. Have I experienced loss due to hacks? What's your advice? I mean... It sucks. I haven't experienced that, but I experienced major losses in my life. Massive losses. You just got to pick yourself up and move forward. Just know that It's a setback, but in life, there will be many setbacks. And, you know, the true test of a man is how you get back up, right? You pick yourself back up and you move forward. That's the way to approach it. I know it sucks. It sounds easier said than done, but that's how you gotta do it. Move on. Goat. Thank you. Great, you're putting a lot of super chats, man. I'm glad you're there, having fun. Gary says the true test of a man is how many frivolous lawsuits you can dish out. Well, that's another way to look at it. I mean, I lost a lot with Luna, like a lot. I've lost a lot with leverage trades. That's why I tell you guys not to do it. 6-figure plus in one trade, boom, gone. I've lost a lot of money before back in the days, and that's why I've learned the best way is not to outsmart the market, not to trade and think that you're smarter than the market, because you're not. So just buy and hodl. That is the best way to make money. And it doesn't always work out. Some people will some people will say, well, look at it. Why have you been holding 69,000, right? You're down so much. But the thing is, if you truly believe and your conviction is long term, right, then it doesn't matter. You DCA and you're accumulating more over time, right? And the people that made the most in crypto are the longest holders. It's just that simple. So you gotta just pick yourself back up and move forward and know that you're in the right space. You definitely don't want to transfer your life-changing wealth to anyone else. And then you just keep going. Stan, that's why you don't want to memorize it. Isn't it logical that the next SEC target will be Tether? No. You know why? Because many people have tried to bring down Tether unsuccessfully. So I don't think SECs go try. They might go after USDC, though. They could go after Circle. That would be a big target. VeChain, you could store VeChain on their native wallet, Vthor wallet, Trust Wallet stores VeChain. There's a few that stores VeChain. Would you use Coinbase wallet for new people? Sure. Coinbase wallet itself is non-custodial too. It's a pretty good wallet. It has all the features that Trust Wallet has. It doesn't support as many chains, but it's pretty good. It has a dApp store and it gives you a recovery phrase. If you are a Coinbase user, you could transfer into it pretty easily. They have this built-in mechanism, but even if you're not a Coinbase user, you could use it. I was using Coinbase wallet for a while. T-Log, I lost 40K in leverage the first 2 years. I'm good now. Take self-control. Okay, glad to hear. Very small percentage of people can actually be traders. I'm not saying it's impossible, but there are definitely some that are disciplined enough to be able to trade. But I would argue 99.9% of the people out there are not disciplined enough. So, yeah. Is there a possible black swan for Matic security? I mean, they were already deemed security. So, they didn't get sued, but they're deemed as a security. I don't know what a black swan would be. Even if SEC sued Matic, you know, it'll probably suppress their price for many years like XRP, but I don't know if it's a black swan because Matic operates outside the U.S. Andre, anyone? Dude, you keep talking about this. So I'm sorry that your girlfriend lost a lot of money. I just talked about it, that some other people lost money, but if you keep repeating the same thing over and over in the chat, it's not going to serve you or anyone any purpose, right? I just got done talking about moving on. There's a lot of people that lost a lot of money. If you did lose money and you still want to be in crypto, you got to pick yourself back up and move on. You know, I think most of us that's been in the space long enough have lost substantial amount of money due to some bad decision or something, right? But if you want to be in the space, true test of a man is to pick yourself back up and move forward. Have you heard about Sparklow Finance? No. I don't pay attention to pre-sales. So, first of all, no. And second of all, no. Kava's getting crushed. Injective. I think Cosmos was also named a security. So, you can see Cosmos is down 6%. Really bad. But I think a lot of the L1s within Cosmos are also suffering. So let's look. We're Axie also named a security. Where is Injective? Yeah, Injective is down quite a lot. Kava is down a lot. I think a lot of the L1s from Cosmos is down. Pepe is down 7%. I never lose big. I buy a whole BTC, not selling. Good for you. Good for you. That's discipline. I remember when BNB was 30. I remember when BNB was sub $10. I bought BNB when it was like $5 or $6. Right. I don't hold on. I didn't hold on all of it since then. I remember when I first bought it, it shot up to like $30, $100, and then eventually went to like $400, $500. But I sold a lot of it during that time. But I remember getting BNB sub $10. I remember getting a lot of these like at dirt cheap prices. Not as low as some people, but you know, we had plenty of opportunities to buy Ethereum under 100. Even in 2020, it was below 100. And I never thought that day would happen again because I saw Ethereum at like $80 back in 2018, 2019. And I'm like, we'll never ever see that again. And sure enough, March 2020, when we had the COVID crash, Ethereum fell to like $90. Right? Just think about that. That was only like 3 years ago. From $90 to $1,800, that's a pretty good gain. And Bitcoin was below 4,000 then too. All right. I think that's pretty much it. Today overall is not bad. 26,400. Could be better, but definitely not as bad as the FUD would indicate, right? But the big story, of course, today is that Gary, well, I mean, Gary has been a big story for a couple days now, but turned out he wanted to be part of the Binance team back in 2019. I guess the irony there. Regardless, you know what? Stay strong, my friends. Okay? Just because the SEC alleges something does not mean it's true. And there are better days coming. So stay strong. And I'll see you guys tomorrow, 8:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. OG, last question. I saw in the meeting of the Coinbase, Robinhood, and member SEC, one of their chairmen said he sees ETH as a commodity. Can they change that opinion? There's a lot of people that think it's a commodity. CFTC also thinks it's a commodity. So can they change that? Sure, but Gary has to come out and say that. And he didn't. So I'm thinking it's a commodity. All right, have a good one, guys. Take care.